Welcome to Inspiring Change. I'm your host, John Knight. We're going to talk about my story today, how it changed my life in many ways. So, for example, we're going to go from a kid when I was a kid, 12 years old, giving advice, from other things that we're going to look at, like, for example, how relationship works, how this works, and how everything evolves. So, so from 12 years old, people were coming up to me saying, "John, I want to give you advice. I want you to give me the advice. The advice of what? Well, the advice of life, the life of what we can do." So inspiring change is all about giving you as a person and how you want to be in your life. So, for example, if you have a compelling future, you have a compelling life, and it sustains from anything you do. So people will come up to me, yeah, asking for advice. I was giving the truth, the uncomfortable conversations, the audacity of how they can change their life, and then it just started growing. And then from years later, I had massive relationship problems, broke up with people, and and then in the end, it just one day one just hit me just like that, and it changed the complete directory of everything that went past. It went past through past experiences and how we looked at things and how I became a just being myself. And you have to go through failures to succeed oneself. And if you succeed oneself, you'll be able to understand where you're going and where you're driven from. So the change that I made was only from a philosophy, and it was from Jim Rohn, it was from Jay Shetty, it was from Tony Robbins, it was from these people who've been here and done it, and I looked at that. So when you change your life, you change your philosophy. It's pretty much simple as that. And how we look at things and how we do things is incredibly smart. So you say, for example, you have a fear of looking at things or where they're going, and I can say now that you'll feel fear, you'll feel frightened, you'll feel that you can't do it, and I'm here to tell you now that you are enough and you can do it. You'll be able to take the uncomfortable action and go forward, and get that goal that you want or everything that you needed. So understand how life can change for you. And I would say with the negatives are more so to think that you are a person and you can do anything you want. So you can exacerbate anything you like, what you want to do. So in life, we do things in different styles, different ways, different thinking, and we can get them in many ways of how we do these things. So on this podcast, you're going to see a lot of people that have changed their life, who've changed their story, and who've made a introduction to themselves, and who've made changes in. If you're from England, you're from the NHS, from people who've done a lot for themselves and understand where they're going to be able to get what they want out of it, and understand them, because understanding them is understanding you, and understanding what they believe in is what they believe in their system. So you're going to understand and how they react on things and how they change their life, how the failures became success stories, and how the uncomfortable action they took was uncomfortable for them, but they managed to pass the buck, to pass that milestone, that three of words. And I would just say, you're not alone and you can do it. But also, there's things and chapters in life that are inspiring. So you can write a book, for example. You can write a story of life, of your own life, and that's what I did. But also, you can understand that you've got to come from where an example is led and led through yourself. So, for example, you have a relationship problem that Joe and Harriet have had, and Harriet saying, "Oh, Joe, I don't know what to do," rather than Joe says, "Well, you need to look at where where we need to work together, check in with that person. By checking with that person each day, you'll understand everything else. And don't worry about what you do, what you say, and just understand that your intelligence is worth it and you're worth of the intelligence. So I would understand how you can make it understandable for yourself. And the questions I would ask you is to think about, where do you come, what do you want out of life? Where do you want to come from? Do you want to take the action? Do you want to run your own business? Do you want to get the right things in place? Because if you do, the attraction's there, you can do it and understand that and everything else. And you'll be able to understand where things are and how they work and what you're able to do and everything. So it's all about what you want in your life and how they feel about you. And it's just, I would take that moment to understand yourself, do some meditation for sure, understand where it lies, and understand what you can do for yourself. Because if you can understand what you're doing for yourself, I can say to you now, it's going to be a massive thing that is going to take your trajectory up. But if you do small steps with a smart goal, with reliability, with the art and the time bounds, you'll be able to understand what it comes from it and understand how you are able to do your own thing. And I will just say one thing now, that you can do this and you're able to become yourself. You have a life of fulfilling and of the knowing. So if you need to take the steps, take that uncomfortable action. Just take the 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 small step of just stepping out that thing. The first step is to step outside the box. The second thing is to make sure you can do the right things and understand how your life can change in so many ways. It can change just by going for a run. You can just I feel so excited that it elevates the trajectory. When you elevate that trajectory, you elevate everything else. You're elevating your life story. You're elevating your what happens to you. So, it's this quote from Zig Ziglar. It says something like this: You don't have to be great to start. You just have to be great to start." So that means basically you don't have to be great to start at something, but you can be great to get to start at it. You'll be able to excel yourself. You'll be able to fulfill your life, what you want in life. Yeah, every life is different, and every life is what you need. So just remember, it's it's not one size fits all. It's an imperfect way, and we have to do it. And taking this uncomfortable action today is taking anything like I need to know. So inspiring change is all about people changing their lives. So someone that has just done everything for themselves. And I just want you to do the best you can. So from there, you need to understand where you're going to be and how you're going to react to yourself. So you'll get there and you'll understand it. And the trajectory is yours for sure. But you're the only one that can get there and do it right. So just remember, you're the person in need. You're the person that needs help. Go and find that help. Go and find a coach. Go and find a therapist or find a counselor, and then let them help you, because the help that you need will give you so much joy in life. If you've got a mental health issue, go and get the help. If you've got an issue that you've had a relationship or you're in no moods, go and get the help, because the help that you need will make everything better for you. So a compelling future means a compelling life. So just remember that. But for now, I will let you leave you with that. And I hope you have a great week, and you will see me soon. Thank you.